I tell you one thing that's consistent. Maybe she wasn't worried. Maybe she wasn't worried about those Jedis because this is the most they've ever sucked.
right. All of them bunched together. It's like you can put you can put a fish in a barrel and have all of them stand over it, and not one of them would hit that fish.
They had them up against the wall. They had them in a corner, and they still wasn't hitting shit.
Look how many it is.
They look at they ain't hitting shit. We're going to go ahead and get into our Obi-Wan discussion. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus series, coming to a close pretty soon. We're on episode 5, got one more episode after this. Last week's episode was pure garbage. I hated it. I thought it was the definition of why these Disney Plus Star Wars shows, and even to a certain extent some of the flaws in the Marvel shows, why that's happening and why these things just aren't working, man. That was then. This is now. Get over it, Corey. It's a new day. It's a new episode. We're on episode 5 here. And
4.
No, 5.
5.
We're 5?
No, 5. Yeah. Gonna try to correct me. No, 4. Shut your ass.
You really don't know that we're on 5?
Nah, we gotta be on 4 though, right? Because
it's
you're right. I'm sorry. We forgot that filler episode. I forgot about
it's
that.
Two
I forgot about
people
the filler one.
looking at you like you crazy right now. You gonna argue with both of us? No, y'all fuck y'all. Y'all wrong.
Way.
We looking at you. Bo, you got 2 people here.
I forgot about the filler episode last week.
Let's just go ahead and answer the question. Was it a better episode? Yes. Yes, it was. Last week, the reason why the episodes were so bad is because it was just nonsensical.
Sloppy.
It was so many small attentions to detail, like a flood happening and the water stopping right at the door. Ewan McGregor looking like playing Obi-Wan looked like a hobo, looking all crusty and shit, where everybody looking all clean pressed and nice. It was, we could go on and on. Also was a filler episode where they have another rescue mission. I really am tired of these things happening, and that's really what's wrong with bringing in these kid escort missions, as I call them, is that every episode or every series there has to be an episode where they have to do a rescue mission. They did it with Grogu, they did it with Leia over here. But this week was better. This week was a lot better. I still don't know what I feel about the series because I'm kind of again just kind of tired of flip-flopping. Oh, this was bad. Oh, this was good. Oh, man, we're back. No, these are series, man. These are supposed to be complete stories. And I can already tell you, it just takes one episode out of a 6 episode season to just kind of steer things off of me. And I think that's what's happening here.
Well, that's the thing. When you only got 6 episodes, every one of those has to hit. You don't have a margin of error to have a, well, don't worry about that episode. Like, no.
Yeah, you have no time to waste.
Yeah, because there's so much, because our climax next week is going to be rushed. There's a lot to cover, and it's like you had time, but you burned it out.
Yes, exactly. After the way this is feeling rushed, after the way last week's episode was so bad, and also the way that this is supposed to be one of the most epic reunions in Star Wars history, I'm beginning to feel now to make this a show was a mistake. I know that they said that they didn't want, because I've been saying, man, this is great that we get to explore these characters more, putting them on television. We get more episodes. We get more time. But maybe for some of these shows, The Mandalorian, a character that we're new to, but for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader?
Yeah, we're already used to them.
Yeah, that didn't need no... Disney got money, but TV money is still TV money.
It's TV money, and all the effects look good. But also, we know where Obi-Wan ends up.
Yeah.
So there's only so much they can do because, hey, at the end, this is where he's got to go. With The Mandalorian, it's a clean slate. It's like, you guys can actually explore and do new things.
And TV is actually doing a lot of things that a lot of TV sci-fi shows do, which is they can't really do the kind of effects that you can do in a movie where you can explore. Now, we're not just that we're in space, we're in a different universe, we're in another dimension, it's another world. This is a place where we should be seeing things we've never seen before. One of the things in sci-fi, I'm gonna get this little nitpick out the way because this is not something that ruins it for me, but it's getting to the point now that TV budget is showing because all the aliens are just people with masks on. It's just people now. And I know Star Wars, the first one did that, but now all of these people are humanoid, and all they're doing, you can just tell, is pull over mask and gloves. Sometimes it's cool. A lot of times I'm like, man, I'd like to see something where they have a body form or an anatomy that is just completely different. And the only reason why I say this is because, again, we see that with a lot of sci-fi TV where the aliens look like that because it's the cheapest thing to do. But let's go ahead and concentrate on some of the good things that they did. Again, I don't know how this is doing for the series. I'm kind of checked out of the series right now, to be honest with you. But as an episode, what are some of the good things that they had? Because there were some very good things here that just made this enjoyable as a standalone, whatever that's worth. Cube Jr., Little Cube. O'Shea Jackson, man. I want to see this dude in more projects. I think he's really holding his own as an actor. Mm-hmm. He really is one of the better actors in this series.
That was underwhelming. I don't need your opinion.
I'm going to need a ladder.
It's not playtime right now, princess.
I really like him in here, man, because he's the one that's not giving any of these dumbass lines. He hasn't. And if he has been, then he's doing amazing. Mm-hmm. He hasn't been given anything corny to say. He came in here and he had to act like a leader, believed he was a leader. When he's impatient with people, it comes through. I really liked him in small scenes like this. Now, to see him in a bigger scene, I don't know. To see him give him some of this bad dialogue, I don't know. How'd you also feel about this change with Camille Nanjiani? Johnny, how'd you feel about his character? It feels like they just forcing him into these scenes because he's a character.
It does.
I mean, he's a known actor,
famous actor.
But I feel like that with a lot of stuff he's in. Because they got him. It's like, oh, well, everybody recognizes you now, and you're gonna ad lib and tell some jokes and make things funny, and then go about your way. Because his character is still kind of inconsequential.
He got no reason to be here at all. None.
I was saying, he must be bored or something like that.
Yeah.
Must have nothing to come up.
Yeah. His story don't even make any sense.
No.
He says, now if y'all saw the show, there's all these refugees trying to get off this planet before the Empire strikes, and he's like, a lot of business opportunities, and these people ain't got no money. Exactly. What are you talking about? And even Obi-Wan is like, what the hell are you doing here? There are some ridiculous parts that do follow some good parts though. Reva. That should be followed by God damn it.
Yeah.
That's her name now. Reva, God damn it.
God damn, girl.
Reva, God damn it. Reva, shit.
Right. Could you
So last week, Isaiah Moses, was it
Moses Ingram.
Moses Ingram. Who? Moses Ingram. She's like, Isaiah? What the hell are you talking about? Moses Ingram. Last week I was cringing so much and hated her scenes and her dialogue so much that I went to the brink of saying that maybe she's miscast. And up until this point, I do kind of feel that way, except this week they did a little bit more to explain her character, why she's so young.
Yes, and what she's all about, because that's been the big question. Probably the biggest question for me in this whole thing is like, all right, what's her deal?
Yeah, and they drop little seeds of how does she know Anakin? How you know about Darth Vader so much? Nobody would know that Anakin is Darth Vader unless you two were tight or had a history, which they did. I don't think it's 100% strong.
It's
not. Thank you. Boy, I'm trying to be nice.
I know. Our resident Star Wars nerd, Chris Herman, was here. He was like, Darth Vader would never tell her or anybody that he's Anakin. He doesn't want anybody to know that.
But how does she know he's Anakin anyway? Because the dude came in. I'll show you the scene. So she's explaining how. So if we all know Star Wars, in even the prequels, we know Order 66 was put in, and that's an order to kill all Jedis, even children. Now, I thought it was bold that they went in and kept scenes in where they killed the Jedi younglings, as they say, and it turns out that she was one of them, and she played dead, and she remembers that the last things that she saw before she actually had to pretend to be dead to save her life was that Anakin Skywalker came in and he did the deed.
We thought he was there to help us. They were the only family I knew.
So that
Obi-Wan is like TLDR. Just get
just hang up. Yeah, you gonna help me or not? God damn it. First of all, that scene don't make sense to me because right behind her, all these stormtroopers are like, we can hear you.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, y'all saying this whole shit. These motherfuckers sitting right here.
Hey, Reva.
yeah, she tell a story. She turn around like, oh.
I was just playing, y'all. Yeah.
I'm just trying to trick.
Boy, they standing right there.
It's a
like,
Jedi mind trick. Don't worry about it.
You sure you want to be saying this out loud like this? Now, maybe this is why I wish, as you say, we did have our resident Star Wars expert here, because I'm not compared to that guy. And I don't think that seems consistent with her character.
Right. Because it does set up that. So now you lay out your plan. Really? Because I feel like if I was Obi-Wan, I'd be like, why are you sweating me?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, why are you coming after you? Why are you killing Jedis?
Yeah.
You know, and I just don't think this is very well written, y'all. I think she's better this week. I actually think she's pretty good this week. The actress. I thought this was good.
They gave her something.
Yeah, and she was actually very good this week. I think this is the best that she's been in the series this week. But her story doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I could explain why. Because
I'm chopping off hands and killing Jedi.
And killing Jedis.
Just so I can worm my way into Darth Vader's confidence.
Yeah, just to be the Inquisitor.
Or if she had just, I think they should have been written to where it was revealed where she came to Obi-Wan, and they would have to rewrite a lot of things to make this work, but to be like, you don't understand the things that I've had to do to get to Darth Vader. I've had to kill my own kind, and I feel terrible about it, which is probably why she's ready to sacrifice herself, but I got to try to get to this guy. It's the only way, the only way I knew how. Yeah, somebody said, and I don't want to use, I hear what you're saying, chat, because some people are saying, well, she's been seduced by the dark side. That's a cop-out.
It is a cop-out.
Yeah, I don't know. I know people want to.
It seems like if she was seduced by the dark side, and she'd be like, well, okay, I see Vader's point. He's cool.
Yeah. She would, if she was seduced by the dark side, she would have said, he's right.
Yeah.
Jedis are a menace. Lord Vader, I commit my life in service to you.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't. It's still some terrible writing going on here, y'all.
Yeah, it's just not well thought out. And you figure, all right, Star Wars is been notorious for bad dialogue, but having it this thought out, it's like y'all can do that.
Martin said, y'all took an idea and wrote the shit out of it, man. What you say, this thought out for a bad idea?
Well, I mean, Star Wars has always had bad dialogue. That's just even the good Star Wars movies have bad dialogue.
And listen, maybe I'm missing something here, because I see people in the chat talking about it seems simple to me. It doesn't. It's not that hard. I don't know. Maybe I'm not mad at you. I might admit
it's not like it's not a. You can understand why somebody says like, oh, well, this happened because this happened because of this, but just because you understand what they're doing doesn't make it something where you go, yeah, but that makes sense. It's like I get the logic you're imposing here, but when you really step back and look at it, it's like, there were much better ways to do this, and this is counterintuitive.
Langley Neely says, and no argument, but I'm just going to do a little bit of debate right here. He says the dark side is about treachery, guys. It's about killing the leader and taking over and not agreeing. But I can see if you're killing the leader for power, but she's killing the leader to avenge her dead Jedi friends. But yet she's been going on killing Jedis like she's enjoyed it, and she's never seemed really that conflicted to me.
Right.
Yeah, that's just what I'm seeing, y'all. Now, either we're missing something, which I will say that could
possible.
be, or people really want to bend backwards to defend bad writing in Star Wars, which has been a thing for a long time, and I just don't do that anymore. But I might be missing something. I could be. I tell you one thing that is consistent. Maybe she wasn't worried. Maybe she wasn't worried about those Jedis because this is the most they've ever sucked.
right. All of them bunched together. It's like you can put a fish in a barrel and have all of them stand over it, and not one of them would hit that fish.
They had them up against the wall. They had them in a corner, and they still wasn't hitting shit.
Look how many it is.
They ain't hitting shit.
I mean, granted, okay, strategy-wise, they got them in a choke point. So only the ones in the front can really shoot, because anybody in the back who shoots is just going to hit their buddy in the back. but still, man, it's like 13 rebels there.
They had them cornered, man.
They did.
And the funny thing about it, if y'all look at this, they had them in a corner.
Uh-huh.
And those fools, Those poor ass people right there were taking way more of them out than they were taking those out.
I'm telling you, man.
Look at them.
Those stormtrooper helmets, you can't see out of them.
They were right up on him. Ain't hitting shit. In fact, here's one of them. I had to laugh at this. One of them had to get right up on a dude to hit him.
I know. Yeah, to get right up. They might as well just go like clunk.
He had to get 2 inches away from a dude to take him out. I was like, God damn, man, y'all have just made these stormtroopers stupid this year.
Man, yeah, you become a new stormtrooper. You're like, can we do something about these helmets? They're like, nah, man, Vader likes them like that. Yeah. They're not efficient, but he says it's psychological warfare. They're intimidating, so we got to wear the shit. Just do the best you can.
Boy, you got a gang of them.
I can't see a goddamn thing out of this. I don't know where I'm aiming.
Shit, I'm surprised somebody ain't turned back when you shoot them off. Hey, I got to give it to my man here. He said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to get up on a bitch.
I got somebody here. That's more than the rest of you.
Yeah, I know what my strategy is. And the dude didn't even have no weapon.
I know. It's like an old man.
Bitch ass. He got him coward. This is my strategy. Get up on his ass when they ain't armed. And
I surrender.
Shit, I know. Oh, I did love when they finally did get through and start bum rushing the place. That big ass droid, the one that had wrench, was about to knock a fool out.
Yeah.
I like the way he played. He was like a doorman at a club when people trying to come in. You see this shit? Hey, where the hell you going? I said get back of the line. He was badass, man.
He was.
I love it that character came in, didn't really have any big presence. Barely found out his name, and then he was out.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yeah, because Juicy, he thought that he was it was a dude that was hiding in the robot
in the suit.
That's not him. The Darth Vader stuff, good and bad. This is where the TV budget comes in. I think that this was a pretty well thought out fight scene when Reva finally confronted him.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole game plan, right? It's a long con. She was doing all this stuff just to get to him to avenge her Jedi friends. But
it's funny because the way her plan worked out, it's like, did you not know who you were going up against?
Right.
Boy.
It's like the most strongest dude.
I
do love how he was like, oh, you thought I was stupid.
Boy, there's been so many people that have tried to fight Darth Vader that had an oh shit moment. And she had hers.
Yeah.
I love
You can see it.
You can see it. You can see her say, oh shit.
Bitch.
Oh shit.
She's looking at the lightsaber like, what you gonna do?
Damn, that's a big one.
You gonna help me out of this?
Oh shit. Only thing that I didn't really like about it is that, again, that TV budget came in. It was so shaky.
Yeah.
That camera.
Camera shaky, yeah.
That camera was so shaky, man. But I do think that they had some well choreographed ideas here.
I think they do. Well, just even with the third episode, the lightsaber battle. Like, even though it's like, well, this could have been something else, but I was like, it's still pretty cool on its own. Mm-hmm. Like two guys going at it who are both rusty. Yeah. But here, finally showing like with that whole forced telekinesis, I was like, I don't even know why you bother with a lightsaber.
With a lightsaber?
Yeah.
You know what?
And Darth Vader was actually really using it this time.
Oh, yeah.
I was showboating, really.
I was just about to say, he does it for show. He does it just because it looks cool. Mm-hmm. Shit, the whole time he might have been saying, the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides.
Is this your car? Whoop, oh, it's behind your ear.
By these two big-ass lightsabers. No, it was a cool scene, man. Well thought out ideas. The shakiness of the camera I didn't like, but overall, I do like the fight scene. You're right. He's doing just fine without a lightsaber.
Yeah. Expect him to start hitting you.
Now, see, that's what got me when the cameraman is just into it. Like, oh, shit. Woo!
Shit like Snake Eyes.
You know, it's funny. It's like when you're watching a video of a fight on the internet, like on TikTok or Reddit or YouTube. Yeah, World Star. Yeah. Where somebody's filming and suddenly their camera's doing all this. You're like, God damn, cameraman, stay on the action. What are you doing?
God damn. Shit, get a steady cam.
You filming this or not?
My man was in it. Whoa, get that bitch out. But it's still a badass scene, though. Oh, shit. She like, damn, my shit ran out of gas.
He's just playing with her.
Right.
Yeah, he's like, you got a new toy. Just thinking about it now.
Snap.
Yeah. It's like when a kid breaks your action figures. And I love you. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a chance.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
I don't want this shit anyway.
Yeah. You know what? This force shit. I'm gonna give you a chance. Take it. Go ahead, do something. Go ahead.
She gotta light that shit back up too.
She like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Go on, pick it up. Go on.
Just took it from her.
Kick me in the vagina. Oh. Yeah, man. No.
And it made the other one come to him.
Yeah. Oh shit!
If I'd have seen that shit, all right, no more.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought that too. Whatever hope I had that maybe I could get a good shot at it. If I saw him do that, I'm like,
I'm out
it's
of here.
done.
Yeah.
I ain't mad no more.
Yeah, man. No, I gotta tell you, Darth Vader they did make him a true badass there, which is why I'm upset with the show because they did some great things with him. You know, they made me love Darth Vader.
Consistent character, I feel like they always get him right.
No, I think as far as Darth Vader goes, they've done some cool things with him. That's what makes me kind of like this, you know. I mean, listen, and from the very beginning, I think we all said, she gonna get killed.
Yeah, she's got to go.
Yeah, it finally happened.
Just like old times.
What made me laugh, he didn't kill her. Not only did he not kill her, but he like, hey, look who I got.
I know, yeah. That's what I'm laughing at.
Oh, shit. Nah, fuck.
Well, I killed you.
Oh, hell. So last goddamn thing I need is you.
You turning this shit.
Third sister.
Fuck.
what you want, man? Go on, get it over with.
We will leave you where we found you. In the gutter where you belong.
Oh boy, that
lightsaber
old classic British classism.
Where you belong.
If I was her, I'd be like, where that lightsaber at?
Hey, you know what? He might as well just teabag them before he got.
I know, right?
You can get these nuts. No. Why'd they let her live?
Because that's what Obi-Wan did to Anakin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering why he did that. But I mean, there must be some other purpose to it, man. Because I'm wondering.
Well, look. Either it's the typical TV bad writing where you leave the person alive and they come back and get you, or it's Anakin's thing like, okay, I got left alive, left for dead, and that shit sucked. So this is what I'm doing to people now. Yeah, so she can. I think somebody check it. That's what I was like. It's just like you lay there and think about what you did. Yeah,
like the piece of shit you are. But I only wonder if it had something to do with something bigger because she's picking up. And we see here she's.
Oh yeah, the communicator.
There's a communicator, and she's picking up this communicator, and right as she's picking it up, it goes to a scene of young Luke. So now this is where I'm asking the chat because I don't know. Is there something that we're missing? Is there some connection here between her being alive and that communicator and then cutting to young Luke over here? Anybody know? Anybody, can anybody in the chat tell us? Because I'm very curious about that because, obviously I don't know. Let's see if you guys put anything in there. It's to give away his location.
To who?
To Luke's location? Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know if return to get them to return to Tatooine. Yeah, redemption arc probably people are saying. I think it's a fake out. So a lot of people are guessing. They don't know either, which is cool because I mean, no one should really know. It should be a cliffhanger. You know, it should be a mystery. She's going to Tatooine or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking to find out. People are taking some guesses. Yeah, that was the communicator the senator was using. Okay, so
with that he sent the hologram to Obi-Wan saying like, "Hey man, I said I wasn't gonna bother you, but I haven't heard what's going on."
Holla at somebody now. Yeah, so if she has that communicator, is she gonna be leading them to Tatooine to let them know Luke is there? Or I guess it's a lead off to maybe, I don't know. That's really yeah, I don't know. Vader's coming for Luke to let him know that somebody's out there. I tell you what I do like this season, or what I like a positive change is that they're saying force sensitive. You know, we're not saying midichlorians, but we're not also saying like anybody can pick up the force. It's just a mystery where people just have an aura about them.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I should have said that in the first place.
I know. Well, you know, George Lucas.
Yeah, why you even asking? Another way they made Darth Vader badass, boy, when he took that ship down.
Oh
yeah. What
going? Where you think you go?
Yeah, where you think you going? He tore that shit up. They fighting too. But they're putting the pedal down, man. They pumping the gas. Your ass out here.
Yeah, I love that. Like once it was down, he just started ripping it apart.
Ooh, boy, man. Now I will say, this is why I love Darth Vader, man. And they have made Darth Vader such a cool character.
They did. Plus, I was like, you know, Qui-Gon Jinn was right. He did end up being the most powerful of the Jedis.
Yeah, man. I love it. Somebody in chat said, "Hey, step on it."
I'm giving it all I got.
Motherfucker got a chain on us or something. You know, all the things that happen, I kind of predicted were going to happen. I mean, when you got somebody who is working for the Empire and then they become a turncoat, you know, I knew that
double agents don't live.
No, I knew her ass was going. And the thing is, I predicted that she was going to die in a sacrifice because she kept talking about I did these bad things.
May the force be with you.
That was cool, but it was predictable that was going to happen. Oh, you know what? And
especially,
go ahead.
Like, say somebody's down there and the hero walks up and sees them, and instead of really quickly rushing over to grab them and pull them away, they stand there going, "No!"
That means Obi-Wan, he didn't want to go with it.
Exactly.
Oh, no, shit. The doors.
I mean, I would, but all of them are there, and there's no sense in both of us getting killed.
I will tell you, man, it does make a difference showing Hayden Christensen under a better director.
Oh, yeah.
And a different property. Like, I looked at this where everybody was talking about Hayden Christensen, and even I said, I just don't believe this guy is going to be Darth Vader. Looking at him here, and plus he's a lot older now.
Yeah.
You know, and they couldn't hide that. I know he's supposed to be younger looking.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing with this de-aging technology.
De-aging.
It was like, man, y'all just, the machine ran out of gas.
I was always thinking, right?
Yeah, the batteries were dead. I was like, you ain't doing a good job with this at all.
Yeah, all that good old de-aging technology over there. Y'all didn't try to even use an ounce of it over here.
Yeah, it's like they just put extra makeup on it.
Yeah, but Hayden Christensen was good, though.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Nah, I can see this guy becoming this really evil villain such as Darth Vader.
You're a great warrior, Anakin, but you'll need to prove yourself as your undoing.
So,
Yeah. Maybe you need to prove yourself.
Yeah. You know, I like that they made, because there's a scene here, because I said one of the reasons why he seems scrawny, he seems small, but they filmed this in a way where I do like that he looks older.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like that he looks more mature. I like that he's saying his lines in a more mature way. And I like that they filmed it to where it looks like he's about to beat Obi-Wan's ass because he's towering over him.
Right,
So
right.
they made his height look more intimidating now. I know that he has mechanical legs that make him big, but I always thought like a physical imposing character was always a plus to make the character seem scary too.
Until you overcome it, a Padawan you will still be.
See about
Yeah, we'll
that.
see about that. I ain't gonna be too many more Padawans up in here.
Patty your one. I mean, yeah, man.
You know, there was one thing that bothered me about that scene when they're sparring.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, why y'all using real hot lightsabers? Like, you know, wooden sticks. Would you know, you can spar with that without a mistake costing somebody a limb.
Well, anybody got anything else here?
Go ahead.
I don't know if this was a great episode, but it was definitely an improvement over last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just adds more to, like, you know, there being only one episode left. It's like, man, y'all could have just not even had that episode last week.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 elements that could have been attached to either this one or the one before. We could have called it a day and had something extra. It's interesting they're going to Luke, but it also made me go like, well, dang, one of the things that was exciting me about this show was Joel Edgerton, and this means he's only going to be in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
The first one and the last one.
Yeah, unless he pops up all of a sudden in the in the last one, yeah.
Yeah, like the one that's coming up next
Yeah.
week if they're going to go to, you know, see Luke.
Tatooine and
Yeah.
Luke, yeah. But yeah, man, it was
But I, you know, I'm sorry. It's just that, like when you said you're checked out, I know what you mean. I'm not completely checked out, but I don't have that enthusiasm about what happens. It's more
Yeah.
like I'm just watching it.
No, what I mean by checked out, that's exactly what I mean. I'm not looking at this as a whole series anymore. I'm sorry, I just really don't care. I'm just watching it just because something to talk about, and also I'm just watching it just to see what parts I like.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the whole series. I'm going into the last episode with no interest at all. As a whole series, I just don't care anymore, man. They've been doing this with all these shows, and you know, and again, I've just been telling myself, you gotta like this, you gotta like that. I'm not there anymore. I tell you, one of the things that has given me hope about Star Wars. I mean, there's enough entertainment out there, but I don't have to lean on Star Wars anymore. I'm not that huge of a fan, but I think there's a lot of promise. Taika Waititi, he came in and said that, he said what everybody's saying. It feels small. He says, I'm doing a movie with none of these old characters.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he says I'm moving on. And even Kathleen Kennedy has finally started saying that, we need to start expanding a little bit more. Now that old trilogy is done, we need to move on. And it's like, yes, we do. I don't want no prequels from 1,000 years ago. I want to move forward, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Taika Waititi, he's writing it right now. And he just says, I'm taking my time because I'm really trying to figure out how to make this a Star Wars movie. But I'm trying to figure out how to make this a movie where it's not depending on old Star Wars lore. Thank you.